Hey y'all, it's Madden, and I'm back with another K-pop reaction. But this time, it is a girl group called, I think it's pronounced G Idol. That's what it looks like, but it's like G in parentheses, and then I-DLE. So they'll most likely introduce themselves at the beginning of the video that I'm gonna watch because I'm reacting to their killing voice today. Um, so yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so they're just killing voices from 2 years ago, and I'm gonna assume that they've had music since then. So if there's any recent songs that you guys would like for me to listen to, just go ahead and leave them in my comments. I am officially taking comment recommendations now that I've completed my initial list. But I'm also going to branch out and do some other content, like hopefully gaming streams or just gaming videos. I think I'd prefer to do gaming streams. In regards to the potential Discord, I'm hoping to have that put together by the end of the month, and that's the only deadline I'm going to give myself. So hopefully I will keep y'all posted on that. So let's go ahead and start.
키링 보이스!
오 마이 갓.
정말 키링 보이스 바로 나.
와, 네.
나.
그럼 아이들 먼저 인사할까요? 네. 하나, 둘.
안녕하세요, 아이들입니다. 와, 반갑습니다. 안녕.
와, 진짜 이렇게 오고 싶었는데
네,
이렇게
그러니까요.
와서 너무 영광.
Okay, I was just checking. I didn't think they were gonna have English captions. Let me go back and hear how they say the name. I feel like girl groups are severely underrated in the K-pop world, and that's why I haven't gotten a lot of recommendations for them up until now. My gosh, my PC won't stop sending me notifications. I have gotten like some recommendations for like Cat's Eye, but I don't think Cat's Eye has a killing voice. And I've also heard a few of Cat's Eye's songs already, unintentionally. A friend played them for me in the car one time, and I was like, did not put two and two together that it was the same Cat's Eye. But if there are any like non-mainstream songs from Cat's Eye that y'all think I should listen to, I'll definitely add those to the list as well. Let me re-listen to how they pronounced.
네. 하나, 둘.
안녕하세요, 아이들입니다.
That did not help me at all.
와, 진짜 이렇게 오고 싶었는데
네,
이렇게
그러니까요.
와서 너무 영광입니다. 네. 그러면 어떻게 해요? 바로 하나요?
네. 뭘한 번만요.
시작하겠습니다.
화이팅. 안 돼, 원래 가수 바로 하는 거야.
네, 그러면
뮤직 큐.
예쁘게 들어주세요. 할게요. 첫 번째 노래는
기나긴 너와 이 밤을 너와 이렇게 너와 기다린 너와 시간을 너와 이렇게 너와 어둠이 so red light 시선을 left right 불 위에 걸어놔
아이들.
시작의 정화 가까이 온다 누가 먹었나 어디까지 저 깊이 빠져들지 중독된 향기까지 그렇게 뒤섞여버리지 그래 또 불태워버려지게 내일은 우리 없는 거야 no I love you 널 위한 노래를 해 깊게 더 빠지게 라타 I love you 널 위한 춤을 춰 내게 날 갇히게 라타 I love you 평생 날 못 잊게 라타
이 노래 진짜 오랜만이에요.
맞아요.
Okay, off to a great start. I'm kind of obsessed with the diversity in their voices and like their tones, which like I feel like I go into all of these videos expecting like a kind of homogenous vibe when it comes to their tones, or like a homogenous sound when it comes to tone, because you'd think that, I don't know, something about pop tells me, okay, they are all gonna sound like slightly different, but they're all gonna be in the same like range, which you'd think that Felix from Stray Kids would totally banish that thought immediately, but obviously it's still present. But I love women. Women are so amazing and gorgeous and perfect in every way about 99% of the time. And these women are no exception. Their styles are unique and beautiful. Vocally they all sound great. I would honestly love to hear more of them singing together, because one thing that I know when it comes to another Pitch Perfect reference, but when it comes to all female singers, like all women singers, it's harder for them to kind of round out a piece without a sort of bass line to anchor themselves to. And I am really interested in how exactly they manage with that, and if they rely, not necessarily rely, but they have those instrumental accompaniments that kind of empower their voices instead of their voices relying on that musical accompaniment. Because, like, I've heard some meh voices, and like 9 times out of 10, if there's somebody with a meh voice on my playlist, it's because the bass line's really good, and the bass line is what I'm there for, you know. But that was a really cool, a very upbeat song. Great start. Honestly, can't wait to hear more.
오,
어,
잠깐.
언니 여기부터 불러야 돼.
투어.
오 마이 갓.
오.
Do you remember what you said? 넌 내게 뭐든 줄 것처럼 말을 건넸다. Don't you remember what you said? 너는 마치 무슨 약을 먹은 마냥 변했다.
두려워진 blow 내 흐려지는 넌 심장이 stroke 후회한 아니고 헤어짐은 lonely life 좋아 삼켜버린 물 다시 가버린 듯 I want you to be blue 붙잡지 않아 그나 어디 말 lonely life 잘가 차갑게 나를 본다 남인 듯 돌아선다 난 멍하니 서 있다 몰랐던 너를 받아 그저 웃음만 나온다 난 이제 너를 몰라
한. 이게 시리즈입니다 이제.
또 한이네요.
네, 또 한이.
Wow, the transitions between songs are like very short, very short. I wasn't expecting the amount of range, or I know all artists kind of like, some have larger ranges, some have, smaller ranges. I feel like I'm so used to artists with small ranges that any sort of like large range where I'm like, I hear the one side of it, I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense for their like vibe, and then I hear them in a completely different song and I'm like, this is the same person. I got that exact reaction from the woman on the far left, so like if you're facing the screen to the left, because in the first song her voice is very low, very, not necessarily monotone, but very on the lower end when it comes to cisgendered women voices. And then I hear her in the second song and she's a little bit more towards the higher end. So I'm really curious to know how far each of these, like each of their ranges go, because that's just something that I really enjoy hearing for, like listening for when it comes to women singers, because in my experience, women singers are the most comfortable when it comes to their vocal range, and they're like, even if it doesn't necessarily match what they look like or what it seems like they would do, they still step out of that box that people put them in and sort of really flex their vocal range. And I really appreciate that about, all singers, but mainly women singers who feel like, who are you to tell me what my range is. You know what? Just for that, I'm gonna prove you wrong, and I love that. Slay.
좋아. 어떻게? 에어컨 켰어요? 에어컨 켰어요.
히터 주세요.
이거 켜주세요.
컴퓨터 생각나.
끝이 없구나 차디찬 계절처럼 길구나 꽃 하나 없구나 그날엔 나 여전하구나
잊겠다 했던 그 다짐은 바람 번에 휘청이고 지옥에 깼던 그 약속도 전부 거짓이었던 것처럼 하루 떠올리지 않는 날 따위 없음 어제는 그리워 오늘은 원망하였음에 차갑던 그날의 날 믿은 듯 뒤도 돌아보지 않는구나
다음은 뭐게?
안 먹어주는 거? 이거 있어. 그거 있어.
Let's burn.
콘서트 하고 싶다 갑자기.
이제 이 콘서트야.
Okay, I just realized that they were harmonizing towards the end. And I was just so focused on the way that each of them were singing that it didn't process in my brain that they were harmonizing. But they all sounded really good. That... yes. More of that. More, please. More of that, please. They're honestly, they seem so fun, and like they're all very beautiful. Oh my goodness. Like, and they're all so they all seem very sweet. And like, if there's anything that I've learned from starting this journey, it's that women are not treated as fairly in the K-pop genre as men are, and that's super unfair and really terrible. And I know that that's a fact. That's unfortunately a overwhelming statistic for almost every facet of the human experience. But I've noticed it's especially bad in the K-pop world. So the fact that these groups come out with this energy all the time, just give it their all, is very admirable. And honestly, I would love to hear more, give more recommendations of girl groups. So if you have any kind of girl group, honestly, it doesn't even have to be K-pop. I'm open to listening to about anything. Anything once. You know, that's my motto. I'm down to try anything once. But anyway, about that song that just played, that was very much more like a ballad, and it kind of got me thinking that I find it interesting that K-pop is more of an umbrella term based on an artist's region, because the thing that I've noticed is that all groups kind of bounce between genres, and they don't necessarily stick in one place, which I feel like, for lack of a better comparison, I feel like Taylor Swift in America would be a solid sort of example of like how an artist who's still mainstream and is still considered pop, even though she's bounced between genres herself. And so, like, what I think is interesting about K-pop, I feel like pop isn't really its own genre anymore. It's more about what's mainstream, if that makes sense. But, like, I would consider Kendrick Lamar mainstream, and he's not pop by any means. He's rap and R&B, you know? So I I'm kind of curious to know if like K-pop has its own subgenres or if it's just K-pop, you know. But that last song was very beautiful, and I'm honestly loving this group so far. I love their voices, and I love the range so far. I think that's really cool.
자,
오케이.
이거 번호지야.
오케이. 오. 이거도 추워.
너무 추워.
내 너의 흔적 남지 않게 하리 못다한 원망도 훨훨 타리 쓸쓸한 추위를 걷어가길 남겨진 시들은 꽃길을 줄여발지 하늘 풀이라 다시금 몸을 누리라 추억은 모조리 불이 나 걸음이 돼 찬란한 꽃을
날 화를 내리요 더 화를 내리요 잃었던 봄을 되찾게 차갑게 부는 바람이 눈이 하얗게 덮인 마음 아침이 오면 부디 모두 녹을 수 있게
아, 이제 바뀌어요.
와.
신나는.
이제 좀 뛰어볼까?
빨리 신나고
뛴다고?
싶었어요.
뛰어.
I'm noticing that this Killing Voice is a lot of small snippets, very tiny, like tiny snippets of their songs, and I mean this video is the same length as all the other ones, but I feel like they're gonna get, I don't know, it like all of their clips seem shorter, but with that last one, it was a very, very smooth combination of both ballad-like elements as well as the woman in the middle rapping. Hello, totally cool. Loved that. And I honestly loved the juxtaposition between the ballad bits and the rapping bits. And that's sort of something that's not just unique to them, but is also showed up, if I remember correctly, in other groups as well. And I just really like that juxtaposition because it reminds me of like when artists would come up with this like ballad type of like a song with these ballad type elements, but then leave open, like do free verses for other artists to like join in. And like that juxtaposition between styles, I feel like is really cool.
뛰어, 뛰어. Coaster.
Yo, are you ready, guys?
Yeah.
know what it is coming round again
You ready for this?
Let's go See 언제든지 내 모습 매직 단 한 번에 내가 잡아 절대 기죽지 않지 펴펴 네가 뭘 알아 그럴 수 없어 원해도 원하는 결과래 보여
Trouble and you running it
I'm so cold When I move that way you gon' be so blind I'm the realest in the game
Say I'm a fire with a blade You about to hit my neck Ready hit the hit like whoa, whoa, whoa So keep your eyes on me now 무엇을 보든 좋아할 거야 We're so tough Let's get it so you up Can you feel the rush now? And nobody bring us down, 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 down They could try but we gonna wear the crown You could go another round Round, 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 round Wish you luck but you're not bringing us down We go hard till we get it we go hard We're so in it and then we pop stars Only win it And nobody bring us down, 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 down
아, 다시 안 신난다.
Okay, I've heard that before. I honestly, were they on like a Just Dance game? Because I feel like that's where I heard that song. I saw it in a Just Dance video. Or like I was doing a Just Dance video and I was doing a Just Dance like song and that was it. But like the second that chorus hit, I was like, "Oh my god, I know what the song is." But I just had no idea that it was them, which I feel like just goes to show the amount of like sheer influence that K-pop has globally, regardless of the popularity of the group or the like song. You know, it's kind of like RuPaul's Drag Race. Like you don't have to have watched RuPaul's Drag Race to know what RuPaul's Drag Race is, because you've definitely heard it before. Like you've heard like line quotes, iconic clips, like sound bites, all that sort of thing. You hear it just kind of everywhere. and I feel like it's like it just sneaks in, you know. That was good. That was good. I love that song. Or I loved that one. That one was probably my favorite because of the like heavy bass line. It felt like a very, very hype song. So that one's getting added to the playlist.
그대여 왜 그렇게 쳐다보나요 아무 말도 건네주지 않고 나의 눈을 피하지도 않고 그대여 왜 그렇게 가까이 와요 아직 우리 모르는 게 많죠 나 그때 뭐라 불러야 하죠 조금 빠르게 좀 바쁘게 뭐든 I don't care I don't care I don't care 뭔가 다르게 더 나쁘게 뭐든 I'm okay I'm okay I'm okay 나 어떡하죠 oh 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 이리 와 이리 와 이리 와 이리 와 oh 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 Hey Senor 다가와줘요 내게로 안아줘 세게 더 알고 싶어봐줘 I fell in love with you 몰라요 it is true 그냥 love you so love you so love you so 불러줘요 나를 Senorita 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 Say you Oh
the hip hop.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm not sure if it's just something that I don't think it's a me thing, but I'm noticing that they tend to like instinctually like they're much more comfortable doing the choreographed dancing in this video, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna get a little analytical here, but it seems like that's sort of the default, is to when they want to like do more or like do something when they're not singing, they dance. Whereas one of the patterns that I've noticed with the male groups is that they tend to like act sillier with each other and like and I'm not sure if that's just a thing that I notice or if it's like a I don't know if it's necessarily that they can't be as silly as a male group because they're women and they are less likely to be taken seriously if they act silly. I know that that's a pretty common theme in a lot of places. Like, you act silly and then it's like not necessarily that people can't take you seriously, but people are less likely to see you as seriously as they did before they saw you acting silly. That could just be me noticing that. But I'm honestly loving the changes in their like the genre bouncing. I feel like album wise the songs are kind of in the same vibe, but each song isn't exactly the same in each album from what I've noticed so far. So
이 노래 명곡이에요, 명곡.
There's someone trying to get close to me
Yes.
I'm talking about you
Let's go.
거기 누군가요 와우 나를 안다고요 와우 난 잊어버렸죠 너도 웃기지 않네요 난 좀 장황스럽네 와우 징한 척 말아줘 말하고 다녀 와우
만지지 말고 저기 떨어져요 내게 뭐를 원하나요 다 똑같죠 너처럼 No 같은 거는 이제 전혀 모르겠네요 내 변하나요 다 똑같죠 너처럼 그거는 내지거나 천사 같은 love 달콤하게 사탕 발린 말도 예 없어 착한 척 말고 꺼져 이제 와가시 따위 떨지 마 맴들거나 말들거나 빡치겠던 fellow 내 쓴 거는 점차 다른 layer 어이없어 진난 척 말고 꺼져 널 위해 가시 따위 기대 마
I take back what I said. They are as silly as they want to be, and I appreciate that. I hate it when people let. Oh, well, let me rephrase. I hate it when like trolls and bullies put a damper on people's fun. And like I know I'd rather do some I would rather do anything than dampen who I am as a person. And so I really appreciate the very good vibes and energy that they're giving off. And they're obviously enjoying performing, and I think that's great. That's one of the key things that you need.
너무 무서운 노래가 나왔어.
이제 진짜
사자 왔어. 사자 왔어요.
다 빙의하세요.
사자.
그 강인한 울음은 너의 팔은 내게 돌려 이 넓은 황양 속 크고 단단한 씨를 뿌려 웅장한 부름은 너의 맘은 내게 돌려 깊은 바다 속까지 거친 멜로디 너 땀을 내지 말어 자리를 지키는 라이언 때로는 사나워질지 모르니 이제 환 너의 음을 높여 모두 고개를 올려 어린 사자의 왕관을 씌우네 난 나의 눈을 가리고 음악에 몸을 맡기고 뻔한 리듬을 망치고 사자의 춤을 바치고 넌 나의 눈을 살피고 음악에 몸이 말리고 뜨거운 리듬에 갇히고 사자의 춤을 바치고 It looks like a lion I'm a queen like a lion It looks like a lion I'm a queen like a lion
I feel like oh wait, they're not done.
계속 무서웁니다.
Okay. The woman in the middle, I feel like she has the ability to flip on a dime when it comes to like the vibe that she wants to portray through her singing. Because like I'm pretty sure she was doing support right before her part in that song, and she sounded almost completely different vibe wise. Like in the support part she was a little bit more like high pitched and like playful, and then when it got to her part she was locked in, like very smooth, very like not necessarily deep but like solid vocal presence. I think that's really cool. I don't know any of their names. I just realized that. That's usually how it goes though.
Oh my god, oh my god.
야, 요.
힙하게 해줘, 힙하게.
Hey, baby, baby, 달려들 것만 가지. Come here, 매일 정신 나갈 것까지.
Yeah. Oh God, 어찌 좋을게 이런 시험을 줘 now it's a call for man can't stop. 대체 어떻게 그녀를 빠져나갈까요? 당신이 준 절제는 어두운 블랙 홀 속 갈기갈게 지켜줘 혼이 나간 채로 그저 어리버리 통제가 불가능해 설득 뿌린 마약같이 이게 죄라면 버리라도 아주 달게 받지.
미친 듯이 아름답고 다시 보니 악마 같고 이성을 쏙 빼놓고 멋대로 들어오지.
불꽃처럼 강렬하고 대인만큼 사랑하고 결국 너를 품으니 난
Oh my God,
She took me to the sky. Oh my God, 시선을 가른 채 내 품 안에 안기네 흐르는 음악에 정신을 뺏긴 채 그대로 빨려드네
다시 이제 신날 시간 왔어요, 여러분.
여름 와서.
For a second, it didn't seem like those were the same song, so I was a little thrown there. But again, with the member in the middle just spitting bars, bro, that's insane, and I love. Well, not insane. It's cool. It's cool as hell, and I love it. I also like. I'm obsessed with the person on the left. Her style. I'm obsessed with like all of their outfits. Really, all of their outfits are unique, and like I don't know. I like how different they all are. You know, just
뜨거운 태양에 살짝 미친 난 쉽게 두 볼이 빨개지고 그러다 어질러질 달아오른 헤어물지도 춤을 추고
음악을 더 크게 더 듣고 싶어 우리 사랑이 안 들리게 안아도 더 가까이 보고 싶어 건 심장이 팡 터지게 바람은 두근대게 파도는 쿵쿵대게 저기 드럼처럼 내 마음을 두드려줘 내게 들려줘 이 여름의 그 노래를
Turn up the summer.
Every night, every night, every time, every sign 어디 가도 여긴 tropical night 지는 날, 지는 밤바다에 칼바람 잊을 수 없이 타오르는 밤
Let's go.
덤디덤대 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 새로운 summer 덤디덤대 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 새로운 summer
나왔다.
very, very. I loved that. That was very much a party song. That felt like a song of summer kind of vibe, which I'm assuming it was because there were like summer in the lyrics. And I loved the like call and repeat, and like all of them doing the call and repeat. Great.
이제 뭐 시는 건가요?
tomboy. 맞다.
오케이.
춤춰야 될 것 같은데.
Look at you 넌 못 감당해 날 You took off hook 기분은 cold like brew Look my toe 나의 accident tattoo I got to drink on now 네가 싫다 해도 좋아 Ow!
Why are you cranky boy? 뭘 그리 찡그려 너? Do you wanna blonde Barbie doll? It's not your, I'm not a doll.
미친 곳이란 말이 what's lost to me 사정 없이 가보라고 you lose to me
사랑 뜨겁고 따윈 내 몸에 상처 하나도 어림없지 너의 서그는 나의 향수 날 뿌릴 뻔
Yeah, tomboy. Yeah, be the tomboy.
This is my attitude.
Yeah, be the tomboy.
오.
Yeah, I got you, but
Very girl power that song was. Not that to be a powerful woman you have to be a tomboy. I honestly think there's so much power in femininity than there's masculinity. So that's just me. But I loved that. It was exactly what it was. It was a woman power song. And period. Yes. I mean, would y'all consider K-pop to be a male-dominated field? I feel like that would be sort of an outlier because usually when it comes to arts, I feel like that's a very... Well, that's not true. I'm gonna keep going.
feel 너의 그러지 luxury
오.
그게 지쳐지는 lips 오늘은 번져라 smoky yeah.
Oh baby I knew it 난 이제 가라진 나 crazy 예쁜 입에서 이런 욕이 뭐 아무해 바래 네 끝까지 내가 멍청한 천사였게
You broke my heart you love my love 어이없어 눈물이 다 나네
아니 전혀 나는 괜찮아 Let me put a leather jacket
목마른 ever ever summer 내가 그렇게 짓을 벌였던 이 목마른 ever ever summer 말리지 마
La 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 I know I'm too emotional La 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 la
아무도 말리지 마 네.
오케이.
지금부터
Yo, get into that guitar, slay. That's another really cool one. Oh, I kind of like that's a group. This group is really good.
아이들의 킬링 벌스 시작합니다.
오. Let's go.
Okay, rock 5 diamonds in my bag. If you wanna sit, dance to it like that. My mama saw it and oh my god, damn. Okay, I'll show you what's in my bag. Rock 5 diamonds in my bag. If you wanna sit, dance to it like that. My mama saw it and oh my god, damn. Okay, I'll show you what's in my bag.
Oh, know you like it. My voice in the mud and more got that. Oh, just like it. 재생 볼트 말은 뭐는 관심 없지. 싸가지 없는 무대 못한 범인 내 눈빛. 나는 싫은 말은 나를 빼고 다 금지. 그럼 너가 너희가 모두 나를 위한 밥. 적당 vibe, sugar hot. 맞춰 봐라 모두
Run, 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 rumble. 다 crumble.
Yeah.
이 voice는 drum에도
No
no
look.
난 love. 우리 안 bumble. 그냥 훅 들어가본 나는 one two. I never had to go. AK의 자연다. 아차하고서 따뜻한 닫혀있게 너저 warm. I want you my love. 그만 두들겨 너. 머리 빈멍청이들과는 눈이 무늬져 너가 like you know.
가벼운 건 no no.
No, no.
공부에 내 덤덤. 나쁜 놈에게 워워. 덤벼 빨라
Come, come.
I'm a cool lady. You more 애гэл리. 너가 펄펄 는 언니들 사이
Boss, baby.
넘치는 jealousy. But that's too early. 내 피부보다 야한 것을 언급하기도 귀찮아. 존재가 princess. 어쩌면 범죄. 넘치는 bullet. 마음을 관통해. 느끼는 roses and beautiful. 화가는 가시. 그댄 blood yeah. 아직 잊지 않은 연락들은 앞으로도 잊지 않을 거니. 어떤 희망들은 저기 버려둘게. You know no 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 no. Say no 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 no.
Period. Period. I'm already looking forward to this song not because of the title. Just mine out the gutter. Because of that little bit of the electronic sounding intro that I got before I paused. I'm gonna say I've said it once, probably twice. I'll say it again. Woman in the Middle. I really need to learn their names. Spitting bars, bro. Straight bars. No hesitation. Amazing.
실례합니다. 여기 계신 모두얀 작품을 기대하셨다면 그딴 건 없어요. 환불은 저쪽 대중은 흥미없는 정보 그 팝콘을 던져도 덤덤 행복과 반비례 평점 벙마이 정점 멋대로 내 편견은 토할 것 같지
배가 벗겨져 빨리 movies 더 부끄럽게 없는 밤 꼬리 불품 못해도 어쩌면 내게도 다시 사랑받지 못한데도 Yes Nude 또로또로 Yes nude Nude
I don't give a love
Baby how do we look
Yeah
How do we look
Yeah
아리던 날 잊고 따따라따라 Baby how do we look
Yeah
How do we look
Yeah
아리던 날 잊고 따따라따라
Why you think about nude cause you feel so rude Think outside the box
Go
자꾸 말해
아리따운 나의 눈 아름다운 나의 눈 I'm born nude
평생은 너야
Rude Note
It's very important to me to know, like, in most of the male groups, the singers also write, like, the members of the group also write a lot of the songs. I need to know that that's the case for this group as well, because all of their songs kind of exude this, like, girl power, like, we're not gonna take shit from nobody. And that song was no exception. And I very much loved the overall vibe. It was great.
맞아 저희 아이들 친구 낑까
Oh my god
Let's go
Hey you 뭘 보니 내가 좀 섹스 반했니 Yeah you 뭐하니 너도 내 kiss 원하니
월화수목금토일 미모가 쉬지를 않네
머리부터 발끝까지는 부셔 빛이 나네 어쩌기 언니야도 내 패션을 따라하네
아름다운 여자의 하루는 다 아름답네 이 파티에 준비된 birthday cake 태어나서 감사해 everyday
I don't need them 그래 내가 봐도 나
3, 2
Queen car I'm hot My book and body style Spotlight 날 봐 I'm star star star
Queen car I'm top I'm twerking on the runway
I am a queen car You wanna be the queen car I'm a queen car I'm a queen car I'm a queen car I'm a queen car
Take a photo I'm a queen car I'm a queen car I'm a queen car I'm a queen car
역시 다 좋은데 이번 싱글 제일 좋네요
그러네요.
맞아요 친구
Queen
킹카
car
많이 사랑해주세요 우리 끝났어?
끝났어
끝나서 가면 돼요?
가요?
네 그럼 인사할까요?
이렇게 가는 거예요
뭐 아쉬워?
그럼
그러면
나머지-
오기 남고 그러면은
네,
저희
네.
4명 먼저 인사하도록 하겠습니다
그렇습니다
하나 둘
아이 감사합니다 지금까지 아이들였습니다
많이 사랑해주세요 킹카
자 여러분 제가 한번 갈게요
I wish I understood any of what they just said because they all seem very lovely, very sweet, very nice, very and like this. That was such a good song to end on. Like the confidence that they kind of exude in all of their songs makes me theorize that they most certainly are the ones writing them. If I'm wrong about that, then I'm wrong. If they aren't writing them, then they are most definitely like secure and like comfortable with whoever's writing it. Cause like I myself could not imagine like singing with that level of confidence when it comes to my physical appearance. Granted, I am not the most confident in my appearance to begin with, but I loved their confidence. I loved their energy. I loved their the way that their individual styles and personalities kind of showed through their vocals. So yeah, this was a great recommendation. I should have written down who recommended it. But yeah, so that was my reaction to I-DLE. I don't know how to say it, so I'm just gonna write it down somewhere in the video. But as always, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment for more with more suggestions, especially girl groups. I would love to listen to more of those. And as always, if you enjoy this content and you want to see more, please subscribe and turn on the little bell so you know when I post. But anyways, guys, I so glad you stuck around, and I will see y'all in the next one.